I think this is episode, 33? 32 episode video. I don't think I brought out a video yesterday. I wasn't doing anything at all. I just chilled basically after the day before. So on the way to Belgrade now. Very easy. Well, actually, I say that there was a very, very, very steep hill, one of the biggest hills in quite a while, coming out of Novi Sad to then descend into the flat plains, which I'm on now, to Belgrade. I'm making pretty good time, to be honest. I'm taking just lots of breaks just because I'm not in a rush really. Belgrade's about 30 k's away from where this little town is. It was 77 total. Well, it is 77 total, and yeah, I should arrive for check-in. I'm going to spend 2 days in Belgrade. That I noticed is a really cool campsite. It's actually only like 25 kilometers outside Belgrade in the mountains, slightly off route, but in the same direction to kind of where I want to go, which is still pretty undecided actually. So I might, after the 2 days, just go up there. It's called Different Camping, and it's like a kind of little hippie commune camp. It's actually on Booking.com. It's the cheapest thing you can book in Serbia. On Booking, it's like £6 a night, which means it's probably like a £5 when you go there. That's obviously with your own tent. But fucking mosquitoes, yeah, so many mosquitoes in Novi Sad. I haven't really slept properly in quite a few days. I fucking hate mosquitoes. It's like one of the worst things in the world, and like that's one of the main reasons for me not settling in so many places in the world. Mosquitoes, they just ruin everything. Awful. And I'm really quite a novelty, I have to say. Like, most people don't get it as bad as I do. I really get it worse than anyone else. There's a room of 10 people, the mosquitoes come after me every time. It's really nasty. So yeah, that's kind of irritating, but yeah, it's, you know, it's going relatively well. I've got a little secret plan up my sleeve. Basically, I can't remember if I talked about this in a previous video, but I mentioned WeWork obviously, and I get one of those a month, and I have Home Exchange, which I've just paid £155 for an annual membership, and that's really expensive. But I have all these points, so I kind of want to offload them. And I did a browse yesterday, and after Istanbul, it's really just not feasible to use these points anywhere. They don't, you know, unless you go down into the kind of tourist coast of Turkey, like Antalya. There's nothing else, and there's not going to be anything in Iran. There are listings in Georgia, but that's not the direction I'm going. There's a few in Armenia, but literally next to a handful in the whole country. And same with Kyrgyzstan, and it's not going to operate in Turkmenistan, and maybe there's a few in Kazakhstan, but the membership's a year, and I kind of want to offload them before, because it's basically just free accommodation. So I'm going to have another browse tonight and see if there's anything maybe interesting that I've missed in Armenia. But I shouldn't be detouring to Armenia anyway. Another possibility is, oh my gosh, Serbia is so close to the Soviet Union. Like, the vans that go by with speakers, you only ever see that in Central Asian countries. Yeah. So yeah, I want to offload these points, and you know, you have to really stay a minimum week. That's not the policy. I've booked 3 days in Plovdiv on Home Exchange. The thing is, like, no one really wants to have to, you know, give their house up for 3 days. It's usually secondary homes, but then they still have to have somebody, like, you know, show you around, give you the keys. It's just not worth it. So most of them stipulate like a week minimum. So I've booked 9 nights in Istanbul. 3 in Plovdiv, which is pretty rare but quite good. Plovdiv's where the Roman amphitheatre is, the Roman amphitheatre. So I kind of want to get a week in Sofia, but I've literally sent every host a request to pay in guest points, because a lot of people just want reciprocal. It's just a way of getting into the West. Like, here's my Bulgarian home or Kazakh home or whatever, and I want to go to England kind of thing. That's or wherever. So yeah, paying with points isn't that easy in the countries that I'm going to. So that's a kind of annoying thing. But I kind of yeah. This is where I move on to my little plan, which is actually genius. It's genuinely genius. So Trip.com, which is part of the Skyscanner group, have like a membership tier like you'd expect from most, like, you know, Hotels.com, which is a subsidiary of Expedia. You know, you've got like silver, then gold, then platinum, and it's the same with Trip, though it goes up to diamond. And it's free. It's just based on however many bookings you get. Every time you book a certain number of places, then you unlock greater discounts, just like Booking.com has the Genius level 1s, 2, 3. But what makes Trip so great is when you get to platinum, you get one free airport lounge per year, and then you get 2 when you unlock diamond. And I've got 4 accounts that I've used in Brazil, and they're all basically, they're all platinum, and so that's 4 free airport lounges. And then when they go to diamond, then I unlock another 2. But I was thinking, if I book the airport lounges first, to book the airport lounge you have to book a flight on Trip.com, but the flights are pretty much matched to the price of, let's say, you know, a Wizz Air flight off of Wizz Air's own website. So I was looking at the flights, you can still get like £12 to Sofia, from Sofia to Milan. So I would go £12 Sofia to Milan, book it through Trip with the airport lounge, rock up into Milan, literally just drink like 20 beers or whatever, have lunch, all included in the lounge, you know, just literally just scoff my face. And then I would get a flight from, say, Milan to, this is what I'm looking at now, a city with WeWork. There's not many, they're all like in big international, like Paris or Stockholm, lots of German cities. So then I would arrive there, I would spend the day in WeWork, maybe all night as well, doing an all-nighter, doing some admin, drinking all the coffee. They've got kitchens there, it's very nice. Because I got that for free. Then in the morning, I would rock up to the airport, get on another £10 flight somewhere, and check into my my VIP lounge again, and literally just do like 8 VIP lounges, because I'd be paying like, say, £10 to £12 per flight, and in that I'm getting my free WeWork and potentially 8 VIP lounges with unlimited food and drinks. So I think it's more of a novelty. It's so annoying, this guy, man. It's a Sunday. Can you believe they do that? And yeah, I had a look at them. They were gypsies. Yeah, so like all of that, it's kind of fun. I like those things. It's one of those things that make like a little novel YouTube video. Though I'm not actually going to do a YouTube kind of. I'm not going to edit it to some kind of, you know, funny thing, but just my own personal pleasure. It's something I like to do. So I might do that. You know, drop the bike off in Sofia, and then just do like a week going to these airport lounges. I love airports. And I can get loads of stuff done. I really like the lounges, honestly. And then fly back and continue on. So I've got a bit of time to kill, and and I might do that back to back with a week in Sofia if I can get a home exchange secured. For those that don't know, the website's called Home Exchange, and I'm not actually exchanging a home because I don't own a property. So so it's just the website. You can use points. And I think that's pretty much all I'm going to say. Yeah, Belgrade. I've booked a place in an area of Belgrade that I haven't been to before intentionally. It was actually cheaper to go to the centre, strangely, but I've been to the centre so often. I'm a little bit sick of it, to be honest. I wanted to originally detour, but it's on the way. And tomorrow is Monday, although Monday in kind of former Yugoslav Soviet countries is often the holiday, hence why today, Sunday, everything is open as normal. It's actually quite busy, whereas on a Sunday in Germany or Austria, everything's wrapped up. So I might try and hit the embassy if it's open tomorrow, the Iranian embassy that is, because I just want to increase my chances of getting the visa and finding out as much as possible. So I can go to the one in Belgrade, I can go to the one in Sofia, and then I'll go to the one in Istanbul. And then I was told by I think it was my host in Croatia, that, expectedly, I guess, there's lots of consuls in Turkey for Iran, and some embassies actually in cities that are closer to the border, like I think it's Erzurum or someplace like that. So that's going to give me just increase the odds, and it makes it more flexible for me to decide like what route I'm going to take, because the problem with going the most direct route in Turkey, it's essentially through the most arid part of the country. And there's like no accommodation options. It's super sparsely populated, which is a great thing for camping, but yeah, heat-wise, I don't know. I haven't really looked, so I'll take a check on that and keep you posted. And yeah, I'll leave it at that, people. Nothing more interesting, I don't think, to say really. So yeah, I'll cut it there. Cool.